From Greg Thorpe. So he's saying, Tim, just heard from Josie that you and your team have been given clearance to move forward on the re-rig plan. I've scheduled a meeting between you, Hal Porter, and me to review workflow and some technical aspects. Are you free to meet this Thursday at 4? And congrats on being selected. If this re-rig improves production flow, HQ will be very happy with us. Yeah, have a Bronco fan. Danny Boy, Tigers versus Orioles on Pecos Monday night. You up for it? Bring it on, man. Fridge is stocked and ready to go. So, interesting thing here. So, Yazra must be another company, of course, in Detroit. There should be at least one more terminal that I have the password for. I don't think I already went through it. Oh, that's Greg Thorpe's. Okay. Well, maybe I did miss it. Oh, come on. Oh, here we go. So, Red Wings. Which, by the way, if for people who don't know, and by the way, I'm not a sports fan, but the Red Wings are Detroit's hockey team, and the Tigers are their baseball team. So, here we go. This is the email from Athena about overtime. I think we've seen that before. This is a funny thing, you know. There's a couple of emails from Frank Pritchard about IT security. Here's this one. Due to the highly competitive and rapidly changing nature of this industry, facility security is of the utmost importance around here. Therefore, I am reminding employees to maintain the highest standards possible to ensure that all work-related issues remain off limits to non-employees. Do not allow others to enter the facility using your employee key card. Do not ask husbands, wives, or children to meet you inside the building. And most importantly of all, do not play shareware games during your lunch hour. Security is no laughing joke, people. Thank you for being aware of it. Oh, not that people would ever do stuff like that, you know. Wow. Oh, we've already done that. Okay, so I guess I won't be looking at most of the terminals. I've looked at them all before, and I think there's a couple of interesting things in there, but I mean nothing earth-shattering as I recall. It doesn't really matter all that much. But anyhow. Let me go ahead and save it here, though, before we go into the next section. I guess I can overwrite that save, actually. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. So we will. New ebook, Artificial Muscles, from a seminar by Hugh Darrow, spring 2009. In the earliest iterations, artificial musculature technologies were a crude patchwork of pistons, pneumatics, and electric motors, but those systems have been surpassed by the creation of synthetic proxies that mimic the actual form and function of human muscle tissue. Known as EAP, that's electroactive polymers. These artificial muscles are capable of linear movement of a type and scale, ideally suited for cybernetic prosthetic limbs. The muscles of our bodies alter shape and form when electrochemical nerve signals flow through them, and EAPs operate the same way. When electric charge passes across the polymer structure, it changes shape. The technologies we are developing at Darrow Industries focus on creating what we call a fully plastic actuator mechanism. In basic terms, we have a three-part structure, a sandwich of gel layers made up of a matrix of dispersed single-walled carbon nanotubes situated on either side of an ionic fluid polyelectrolyte core, known as Bucky gel structure in reference to the carbon fullerene nanotubes. This designed simple arrangement of soft electrodes and electrolyte layers is capable of operating at very low voltages, which of course, that's one of the tricks to this kind of research. The body does have its own, biochemically produced electric charge available, but not at a very high power level. So, you have to go ahead and figure out ways. If you wanted to do this kind of thing, you'd have to figure out ways either to supplement the power or to draw on the body's natural power, which is very low. So anyway, let me go ahead and resave here before going on, because this is the confrontation with Zeke.
Don't lie to me! I don't want to hurt you. You're a civilian. But I will if you don't give me a choice.
If you didn't want to hurt anyone, you should have stayed home tonight.
Oh, look! Seraph's attack dog! You're here to clean up before the police bust in?
He thinks we're breaking the law.
Shut up! All you body polluters break laws. You're all the same.
You're gonna have a hard time convincing people you're any different once they hear you had an AUG on your team.
What?
I found your attack dog in the factoring labs, trying to cut through security with his implanted hackware.
Nice try, Cholo. But I would never let one of you freaks on my crew. Ah! Back off, Hunter! I got business to take care of, understand? If what you say is true, and I'm not saying it is here, but I gotta check things out. So me and la vieja, we're leaving.
So here's where you go through a series of conversations with Zeke, and of course your point is to try to get him to let go of the hostage, unless you fight him. So you could just openly let him go, but then he takes Josie with him.
You know I can't let you go with her.
Stand down, Hanser! I told you, stand down or this bitch is dead!
Bullshit. You're bigger than that. You don't kill civilians.
Damn right! I'm a decorated vet, and I won't be jerked around. I need to find out who's behind this, and right now the boss lady is my only ticket out.
Listen to me. Whatever's going on, it's big. You've got a better chance of getting to the bottom of it if you work with me, but I can't do a thing until you let her go.
Are you stupid? I don't work with dogs. God, you must think I'm some kind of moron. And who can blame you? Because it's exactly what it must look like to everyone right now. Trapped in here by the cops, and my only option is to take a hostage. How screwed up is that?
So you can be humble, or you can reason. Basically trying to convince him he can get out without the hostage, or empathize. So we'll be humble.
You got a lot of nerve insulting me, considering your success rate today. You were played for a fool. You led your people into a trap, and now you're on the verge of getting yourself killed. Unless you let her go.
Did I ask for your opinion just now? I can't listen to you. You're as bad as the cops. They plan on shooting me the minute I walk out that door. I got nothing. I'm screwed.
So there again, you got these options. So we can reason with him.
The cops will be looking after civilians. They're too busy to worry about you. But if something happens to her, you will get their attention. Their priorities will shift, and all you'll accomplish is getting yourself killed.
That sounds reasonable, but I don't know. One of your kind tricked my brother into manipulating me, and I have to make sure that they get what all can openers deserve. I'm not wasting any more of my time arguing with you. Out of my way, freak.
So let's go ahead and empathize with him.
Nothing else to say.
Yep.
You've got more honor than the man who betrayed you. You're not gonna let your brother down like this. The hacker was expecting civilians to be in the building tonight. You were supposed to take hostages and force the cops to silence you permanently. But you're smarter than he is.
Oh, it's so obvious. Can't believe I didn't see it till now. He thinks he can just lead me to my death? Think again, cabrón. Get out of here. I did what you wanted, so let me go. I got Blade here too, I say.
I've got as much interest in finding out who's really behind this as you do, cabron.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll owe you one. But I promise you this, someone's gonna pay.
Any sign of him?
Adam!
Still's going.
Adam, what's happening? What's your situation? Adam!
Sanders is gone, boss. But I'm pretty sure he's just a dupe. Somebody else set this up.
Damn it. Okay, I want you back here now. The admin building has a rooftop terrace. Meet for Rita on it.
Copy. Jensen out. Are you alright?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just a little shaken up, but what about the other hostages? My husband was with them in one of the assembly labs, and I overheard talk about a bomb.
Don't worry, they're safe.
Oh, thank God. When those men surprised us. Mr. Jensen, they should not have been able to get in. With the typhoon being moved in and all, I double-checked the protocols myself.
Yeah, I expect Pritchard's doing the same thing right now. Stay here. DPD will want to question you. But you and your husband should be reunited soon.
Thank you, Mr. Jensen. You're a hero. I thought that maniac was going to kill me. I hope you did the right thing letting him go like that.
I guess we'll find out later.
Way to secure the terrorist leader, Jensen. Now the bastard's free to spread his lies and cause more trouble. On a good note, maybe it'll teach the higher-ups not to interfere. Sending one man in on a job like this never turns out good. Jensen? You're the guy who was sent in before us? Those hostages owe you a lot. Nice going. Defusing that bomb was some quick work. You should get a commendation.
So you see, even here, you've got multiple viewpoints on how I handled the whole situation. Before we go farther, there's another pocket secretary. Whoopsie, whoopsie. It's gonna have a tendency to hit the wrong key, I think. So here's the code to her computer, which is right here.